Good morning, friends. Greetings, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 30 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your calls on The Bright Side at 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about the longevity products or formulations or ingredients or skin health issues or something you may have heard about or read about in the paper, on the news, or on the internet, 844-236-6010 is our number. We can help clear up any confusion for you. That's why we're here on The Bright Side. 844-236-6010 is your number also if you have a success story you'd like to share, or if you just want to contribute to the conversation. If you want to purchase any of our longevity products, head over to brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com, also criticalhealthnews.com. You can purchase products right off the website. You can also sign up to join the Bright Side Ben team. Love to have you on my team. We can do this thing together. You and I, we can spread the word and help change lives. That's really what this is all about, helping change lives. And you can make some money at the same time if you are business-minded, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're interested in building yourself a business where you help make a difference in people's lives. That's what longevity is all about, and we can make it easy for you to make some money and make it easy for you to change your life as well as the lives of loved ones, friends, family members, anybody you come in contact with through the longevity products and the longevity information, because we're not just about products. We're about sharing information. We're about personal development, self-help. It's just an all-around great culture. And if you're interested, for a one-time $25 fee, you can join the Bright Side Ben team. I'd love to have you on my team. 866-735-2470 is the phone number if you want to talk to somebody about joining the Bright Side Ben team, or if you want to just order products, 866-735-2470. Okay, we are talking about the feel-good steroid hormones, or at least one of a major class of hormones, the steroid hormones, the other being the peptide hormones. The steroid hormones that we're talking about are the feel-good ones. From a biochemical standpoint, hormones are what make us who we are. It's not the vitamins, it's not the minerals, it's not the essential fatty acids, it's not the mighty 90 essential nutrients. They're important, of course, but they're more generic. They're used to make the hormones. But the hormones are ours personally. They are what create our individuality, our uniqueness is created via the action of hormones. And the hormones work via our genes. The hormones turn the genes on or off. They're a control point over our genetics. In other words, by controlling our hormones, we control our genes, and we control ourselves. We control how our body shows up, for better or worse, for health or for disease, for fatigue or for energy, for healing or for sickness, for the good stuff or the bad stuff. All of it is controlled by our genes, but our hormones control our genes. So if we're going to be strong and vital and mentally and physically and emotionally healthy, we want to know how to control our hormones. We can't control our genes directly, but we can control our genes secondarily through the hormones. And the two major control points, the two places where we control how our hormones are produced, are by the foods we eat and by what we think and feel. Those are our control points over our hormones and ultimately over our genetics and ultimately over our bodies, for better or worse, for sickness or health. This is where mind over matter comes in. This is where thoughts creating your reality come in. It's not woo-woo, it's science. Thoughts create your reality scientifically. Your feelings and your beliefs create your reality scientifically through the action of the hormones. The hormones are our link between the invisible world and the visible world. They represent the magic in the body, in the sense that they arise from nothing. A thought arises from nothing. A feeling arises from nothing. Our beliefs turn into matter via the activity of hormones. That makes hormones unbelievably important. Through the hormones, we control everything that shows up in our body. And through the foods we eat and through our thoughts and our feelings, we control our hormones. And this makes these control points, eating and mental and emotional, extremely important when it comes to health. These control points are our liberation from the tyranny of the medical model. Via these control points, eating and how we think and feel, and that includes our beliefs and our attitudes and our perspectives, as well as our thoughts and our feelings, via these control points, we can be free of the entire medical model, the pharmacomedical model, with the exception of accidents, which happen, with the exception of trauma, get hit by a bus, whatever, you fall, you break your leg. With the exception of accidents which occur, through our beliefs and attitudes, we can be free of the doctor, drug, device, diagnostic, surgical, pharmacomedical model and be healthier for it. Via our eating and our mental and emotional perspectives, or how we're thinking and feeling, we control our health and our destiny. And make no mistake about it, this is hardcore science. This is not me saying some woo-woo belief, new agey, bolder hippie talk. This is hardcore science via the action of our hormones. So eating and mental and emotional strategies, or mental and emotional actions, lead to hormones, lead to genes, lead to us. But the body has two major approaches. The body has two major, or I should say, not just the body, the mind, our mental nature and our emotional nature, and our body have two major approaches to life. Thus, it should come as no surprise that there's two major hormone streams, or hormone directions. You can express them as thrival and survival. We talk about this all the time. This is so important. I predict you're going to hear more and more about this from alternative as well as from mainstream medical folks. This idea of activating, or that there's two systems and we want to activate one over the other, survival or thrival. We're doing, these are two major aspects of how we see the world and ultimately how our hormones are produced and ultimately how we're made. And you can't be in both positions at the same time. We're either net thrival or net survival. Survival is important, but it's not supposed to be activated for long periods of time. Seeing the world through the eyes of survival, perceiving reality through by perceiving danger in the world, that's important because we got to survive, we got to make it, but not for long periods of time. This approach, like all approaches, like both approaches, are regulated by hormones. They're survival hormones, particularly cortisol. And when cortisol levels go up, we can run, and we can get angry, and we can fight, or we can get scared, but we can't sleep, we can't grow, we can't repair, we can't fight disease, we don't think creatively, we don't problem solve, we're not sexual, our libido slows down. Basically, the yucky stuff. So, yeah, you can get out of a bind, but under conditions of survival hormone secretion, when we see the world as a place of danger, when we believe the world is a place of danger, when we think dangerous thoughts, when we feel dangerous feelings, or when we're starving, or when we're nutritionally deficient, or we're not getting enough oxygen, these are all the causes of disease, and they're all the causes of a long-term activation of the survival nervous system. On the other hand, thrival is the good stuff, the fun stuff, the stuff that makes it delicious to be alive. The creativity, the comfort, the ease, the strength, the vitality, the energy, the resistance to illness, the digestion, the sexuality. These are all controlled by the good stuff, the good steroid hormones, the fun steroid hormones, the ones we've been calling the hormones of youth and fertility and creativity and building and repair, the PPD hormones. Progesterone, pregnenolone, and DHEA. Now, we're spending a lot of time talking about DHEA, and for good reason. We'll continue when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive pages at brightsideben.com and pharmacistben.com, or sorry, brightsideben.com and benfuchsarchives.com, also brightsideben.com. And you can also purchase longevity products off our websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. And, of course, if you're interested in our Truth Skin Health products, including our Retinol 5% gel, as well as our Truth Serum, Truth Balm, and Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream, all loaded with vitamin C, no preservative, no fragrances, no water, no wax, no filler, no oil, no silicone, no water, no nothing you don't need or skin doesn't need or skin doesn't want. And all our products are mega effective, especially if you're dealing with some kind of skin challenge like acne. Check out our Retinol 5% gel. I also have an acne supplement coming out here, hopefully in the next 3 or 4 weeks. It'll have everything that I always recommend for people to use all in one pill. And I've been doing this now for quite a while, formulating skin health products, mostly topical, but acne as well. Acne is really neat in the sense that really interesting from a skin health perspective, in the sense that you can really get results quickly when you start using nutritional supplementation and start modifying your diet. Now, that's true about all skin health issues, but it's really true about acne, because acne is such a hyperactive condition. When people are dealing with acne, their cells are burning through nutrients, and once you replace those nutrients, you can get some pretty rapid results. And, of course, if you throw in some dietary strategies, food elimination and such, it's almost shocking, almost miraculous. It is miraculous, really, de facto miraculous anyway. It's not a real miracle because it's just the way the body works. But it seems like a miracle how fast acne can resolve itself. I'm talking people who've had acne for years can have that acne disappear in 4 to 8 weeks. And I've seen it more times than I can count, hundreds of times in the last 30 years. Acne resolve itself rapidly. Once you get on a nutritional supplement program, a strategic one, not just throwing everything against the kitchen sink. And by the way, there's a lot of scam artists out there selling nutritional supplements for the skin now, I've noticed. And they know nothing about the skin, at least from the formulations. And the quantities, the amounts of the nutrients are not enough. And when you see our blemish repair complex, which will be out here in probably 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to see 500 milligrams of NAC, and you're going to see 5,000 IU of vitamin A, and you're going to see 1,000 milligrams of vitamin B5, and you're going to see supplement. You're going to see nutrients that you don't typically see in a skin health product supplement, and you're going to see it in juicy mega doses, the kind you need to show a result. And that's really the secret. That's why you want a pharmacist making your skincare products, by the way, or at least a savvy pharmacist. And that's why you want your pharmacist formulating nutrients, because pharmacists understand dosages. We're not just throwing window dressing in there. That's what they call it in the business, window dressing, where you just throw this in and that in, 5 milligrams of this, a milligram of that. Anyway, truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. You can find out about all our Truth Skin Health products. All right, so the body has 2 approaches, 2 ways of looking at the world, and this is reflected in 2 streams of hormones, your thrival hormones or your survival hormones. Your survival hormones are basically cortisol, also adrenaline. There's a few other ones. Estrogen is a type of survival hormone, by the way. It's a stress hormone. Another one called prolactin. We talked about aldosterone. There's a few of them, but the main one that everybody talks about is cortisol, and that's a really interesting hormone, and we'll probably spend some time talking about that one. What we've been focusing on for the last few months now, and I want to really continue focusing on, is the PPD hormones, DHEA in particular. This stuff is amazing. And not just, by the way, it's not just amazing internally, it's also amazing topically. I mean, you can get topical benefits from a lot of these things. DHEA topical, I'm not talking about getting it into the blood. I'm talking about actually for skin health. Applying stuff on your skin that your skin is familiar with is a very interesting strategy. That's why I've been using vitamin C and vitamin A. I talk about vitamin C and vitamin A so much topically, because the skin has certain, just like cells have a certain menu they like to eat from. We call those the mighty 90 essential nutrients. The skin as an organ has a certain menu it likes to eat from. And it's not a very extensive menu. Skin and skin cells don't eat a lot of ingredients. There's only a few. DHEA happens to be one of them. I was reading an article yesterday in a journal called Beauty. Actually, it's a trade journal. It's a supplement to a supplement. I get it once every 4 months, and it's a supplement to another trade journal that I get. It's for formulators and chemists. The cover story this month, or this most recent issue, was on something called Nutri-Cosmetics, which sounds all high-tech and advanced. It turns out it's just more of the same